Hey there, it's Walt. Are you getting enough F in your life? Are you getting enough fun? You know, I quip at the beginning of my time management keynote saying that one of the great things about being an entrepreneur is that we have the freedom and the flexibility to work whatever 18 hours of the day we want. And that always gets a chuckle. And it's funny, except that it's not really. So often as entrepreneurs and business professionals, we get caught up working all of the time. We get caught up in the vortex of busy. And we end up fitting those things in around our work that really give us joy and happiness and meaning. The things that matter most, we shoehorn into our lives. I was listening to a clip of Michelle Obama talk about how she and former President Barack Obama have created their lives. Even during their busy time in the White House, they would sit down with their calendars and they would schedule those things that mattered most to them, their date nights, their vacations, their holidays, the things that mattered most to her would go on her calendar, and then the work obligations would go in between those things. And that's such a different way from the way most of us construct our lives. We show up for our work, for our business, for the obligations, and the things that matter most, the things that bring us joy, get the short end of the deal. And this takes a lot of planning. Like Michelle Obama, this takes a lot of planning. It takes getting clear about what we value, getting clear about what we want to create in terms of experiences for ourselves and for those we love, about the magic moments we want to create, and paying attention to those first before all of those other obligations come into our lives. You know, when you read about the regrets of the dying, time and again you see that no one really wishes, when all is said and done, that they had spent more time in the office or billed more hours or updated their Facebook status more frequently. You know, what matters most are the experiences that we have had, the love that we have shared, the lives that we have touched. I remember walking into a courthouse one morning, and I saw a state marshal there at the metal detector who was a friend of mine. And I said, "Good morning, Scott, how are you?" And he shook his head and he said, "You know, one day closer to the weekend." It was a Monday. That's not the way to live. Joy is our birthright. We get to enjoy this magnificent gift that is our lives. And that requires that we be much more intentional and mindful about how we show up. And so the question is, will you live to work, or will you work to live? You get to choose. I get to choose. It's a constant, ongoing project for me. I invite you to think about it as one for you as well. Make it a great rest of the day, great rest of the week. Talk soon.